Okay, so it's the 4th of July. It's time to leave for Santander. The bike build has been going on for about 3 months, so I'm just going to show you how I've built it up. The ferry leaves at about 7 o'clock tonight. I've got to be there 45 minutes early, so I'm going to leave very early because there's traffic on the M20, but yeah, today's the day. So here she is. Give you a little walk around. We've got a dash cam here, which links to this screen here. There's also a camera on the back just here, so I capture everything. That sort of cycles just constantly, so I don't have to change SD cards or anything like that. I've got a dry bag here that's full of waterproofs and sort of big chunky motorcycle kit. Fuel canister's empty, but just in case I break down, so I've got something to fill up. Drinks holders, they're quite handy when you're on the road, so you can actually flip the helmet up and have a drink. All my security stuff, chains, caliper locks and things are in there. Various GoPros all over the bike that are controlled by a console on my wrist. We've got our day bag, so this little thing unclips just by pulling that little red tab there. Map in the top, that's full of GoPro batteries and booking sheets for ferries and all that sort of stuff. Got a 360 camera that's on a pedestal here that will raise up so that I can record everything in 360. What else have we got? We've got a GoPro on my helmet so I can record from there. We've got music and sat nav on here. I've got a charger for my mobile phone here, so my mobile phone sits on the windscreen. This little gadget here connects to my suit, so if it gets a bit nippy I can just turn my suit on and heat it up. Heated seats. This is all my tools, so puncture repair kit, a few spanners, screwdrivers and other bits and pieces in there. And then the way I've worked it is this side is for my clothes and this side is for tech. So I've got a jump starter kit in there in case the bike won't start. I've got the drone and other bits and pieces. And then this one here is my day bag. So that's got a few immediate waterproofs in it. It's got high-vis jackets, which you need for traveling in Spain. It's got some sweets and other bits and pieces. So things I'll need on the road. There's a backpack in there, and the plan is that when I get to the ferry, I'll just take the backpack in. That will give me everything I need on the ferry, and then when I come back to the bike I can replenish the backpack. But what I'm going to do is when I get to my various venues, my various hotels on the route, there is a bag inside this one, like a luggage bag that just sort of pulls out. There's a bag in that one, there's a bag in that one, so I will leave nothing on the bike overnight. So everything comes into the hotel with me, and then it just sort of clips onto the bike when I come back to it. So that's the loadout, that's the bike. And we leave at about 4 o'clock today. Okay, so I got into the cabin. Here's a bit of a mess. It's an inside cabin, but they have given me a lovely window view. It's a 4-berth, which means I could have slept 4 people in here, but 3 of them are closed, and I've got my bed there. Got an ensuite, so I've got a toilet and a shower, my little sink. There's me with my terrible hair. And I've got a TV, USB sockets, Little wardrobe, and that's about it. That's what you get. Right, I'm going to get out of this motorcycle kit, and then I'm going to go and investigate the boat. Okay, so the grey bits of the land, this is France, this is the UK, and down here is Spain. So we're leaving from Portsmouth, we're coming around this edge here, straight down here to Salamanca. And that's going to take about 32 hours. So we leave at 7 o'clock tonight, and we arrive at 8 AM on Saturday morning. So I've got 2 nights on the ferry and 1 full day. So yeah, make the most of it. Maybe take in some restaurants, do a bit of shopping, see if I don't get seasick. So I've actually got these, my ginger bears, just in case I do get seasick, make sure that I can stave off the sickness. Okay, let's get ourselves sorted and go and investigate. Let's go and have a look outside. Lifeboats. When you're on a motorbike, you get to come on first. So everybody else in their cars and trucks and camper vans are still parking up. So I've got free rein for a little while to just have a look around. I forgot to bring my trainers in, so I've got shorts and motorcycle boots. This is the Commodore Club. I think you have to pay VIP prices for that, and I'm too cheap. Shop, buy some booze. Okay, so what is the plan? Where are we going? What are we doing? So we're in Spain for 16 days. We're away 18 days-ish, so it's the 4th of July today. The ferry leaves here at 7 PM. It's a Thursday. We arrive in Santander at 8 AM on Saturday morning. So 2 nights on the ferry, 1 whole day on the ferry. When we arrive in Santander at 8 AM, we go down, we jump on the bike, we get all our kit ready, and we jump off. And this is where we are. So we're in Santander. See that orange spike? We're then going to travel all the way down here, and we're going to visit Bilbao, which is the blue spike here. Then we're going to come down here, and we're going to follow this route down. We're going to stop off at Pamplona, and then we're going to come down here and stop off at Huesca. And then we're going to come down here and stop off at Lleida, and then we're going to come down here, and this is where our first night stay is at Tarragona. So that's roughly 2 hours driving between each town or city, 8 hours total on the first day. So we get in there, we stay in a youth hostel in Tarragona, and then the following morning we're going to travel all the way down the east coast of Spain. So we're going to come down here through Valencia, we're going to come down round this corner here, there's Benidorm, we're going to come down here, Alicante, and around here-ish we'll stop off for our second night. And then we're going to travel all the way down to the bottom. We're going to go around here and then onto the other side of the map. Now, this is a massive map, so it's going to take me a couple of seconds to turn it over. Okay, so we're going to come along here. Now, along this part here, if I can find it, there is the bridge that pops up on our TV all the time. It's like a bridge across a ravine, so it's around here somewhere. So we're going to call in there, then we're going to come down to Gibraltar, and then we're going to come back up to the border with Portugal, and then we're going to travel back up from here, and we're going to stay over in Cáceres, however that's said, and then we're going to come up here back to Santander, and then we'll catch the ferry back. So we're catching the ferry back on the 20th of July, and we get back in on the 21st, and then back to work on the 22nd. So I've only got one accommodation booked, and that's in Tarragona on the first night, and we'll make up the rest as we go. Yeah, so we'll stop wherever we want to, we'll see whatever we want to. If a city particularly takes our liking, we can just stay there overnight if we can find accommodation. If we can't find accommodation, we'll just sleep on the beach. But that's the plan, if that can be considered a plan. But that's what we're doing anyway. Okay, it's 9 o'clock in the morning on the 5th of July. Spent one night on the ferry. Not a great night. The sea was obviously quite choppy. I have vestibular migraines in many years, and so issues with dizziness. So yeah, not a great trip so far. The trick with it is, if you can put your head horizontal, then you can get rid of the sickness. But it's a 32-hour ferry journey, so I'm not quite sure I can get away with putting my head horizontal for 32 hours. So I've just got up, I'm going to go get some supplies, and then I'm going to come back in here, I'm going to lie down, and I'm just going to watch movies or play games or something all day. But yeah, not a good night. Okay, it is 7 a.m. Spanish time, so 6 a.m. UK time, and we are just coming into Santander. So that's the Salamanca there, which is the name of our ferry, and we're just about an hour away from Santander. I'm whispering because I think everybody else is still asleep on the ferry. But yeah, we'll get down, get our bike out, get it all ready, drive off the ferry, and then we've got an 8-hour drive across to Tarragona, or Tarragona, however it's pronounced. So yeah, let's pack up and make our way out. Okay, we're here in the port of Santander, just setting the sat nav, and we're going to head off to Tarragona. We'll stop along the way to get some food, have a little break. Just going to set the bike up and head off, follow the sat nav. Okay, stop for a pit stop. We're about halfway between Santander and Tarragona, which means I've got about 4 hours left, 440 kilometers left. But the bike's doing really well. I've got a warning sign on the dashboard for suspension, but I think it's because of the weight of everything I've got on the bike. So it all seems to be staying put. Bags are good, the tools are staying on, this big bag on the back is staying quite stable, My little 360 camera is staying on with my custom bracket. So yeah, it's all going well so far. My bum hurts, so I've put my Air Hawk seat on, which is just a little inflatable cushion. That'll hopefully make life a little bit easier for me. Okay, we are 67 kilometers away, so about 700 kilometers down, and about 250 kilometers from the coast I hit what can only be described as a desert, and it went up to 34 degrees. So you can imagine, in this suit, undid all my zips. I've now got an ice cream, so I'm going to enjoy that. And then it's 42 minutes to the coast and my hotel, and they have a pool, so I'm just going to jump straight in. Yeah, so less than an hour to go. Okay, just got to the hotel. I am absolutely baking. It got to 37 degrees by the time I got to the hotel. So I just carried all my bags upstairs, thinking that the car park wasn't going to be as secure as I'd like it to be. And then the lady said, "Oh, would you like to use our secure car park?" And she opened the gate for me and went underground and put it in there. So the bike's nice and safe overnight. This is the room. Nice double. I'm only here for one night. Over here is the bathroom. Where's the light switch? No. There we go. One little bar of soap. Oh. Nice. Okay, that's it. I'm going to call it a day on the first one. I'm going to go and jump in the pool, have some food, and I'll see you in the morning. Whew.